Microsoft revealed both the release date and the prices for the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. In response to a leak, Xbox officially revealed the Xbox Series S along with the price and release date. And we've got a bunch of tech specs here, so bear with us as we, fumble through them because we're mildly educated in, CUDA cores and teraflops and things of the like. But all you CPU junkies will probably be able to better understand this. So I guess I don't want to run down this whole list. But basically the differences are the S is all digital. The X has a disk drive. The S does 1440p at up to 120 frames per second, where the X can do 4K at 120 frames. They both have the ability to do ray tracing. The S has variable refresh rate, where the X does not. I think it can be locked. Was that what we figured out?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Not sure. Maybe. All right,
Also,
John, do you want to read the next for you?
I think the website said the target was 4K 60. It was up to 120 frames per second.
Okay, gotcha. John, can you take this over for me?
I mean, I have no idea what any of these words mean, but sure. The Xbox Series S has a CPU 8-core AMD Zen 2 3.6. What does that mean?
Yeah, running at 3.6 gigahertz, and then the X is running at 3.8 gigahertz.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like slightly faster.
So the GPU is AMD RDNA 2 20 CUDA cores for the Xbox Series S, and then it's 52 CUDA cores for the X.
Dude, you gotta have those cores, man.
The Xbox Series S has 10 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the X has 16 gigabytes of RAM. I know those words.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 pieces to each of them.
Yeah, so the S has 8 gigabytes of RAM and then 2 gigabytes of RAM. And I think the 2 is dedicated just straight for the OS, and the 8 is for the games.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how they break it up. I'm not sure I think the configuration of the X
It's the same on the X, but it's like 10 and 6.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the 10 is faster. It looks like the X is faster with the 10 and the 6.
Yeah, it looks like it has more than double the speed of the RAM.
Yeah. So that's gonna help with load times and stuff.
And so that you can listen to Spotify and tweet and play games all the same time.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
That's what I do all the time.
Then we got some storage stuff. I know this stuff. We have 512 gigabytes of SSD for the Xbox Series S. Remember, all digital.
All digital.
And then you have 1 terabyte.
Smaller hard drive on the all digital.
But, I mean, I don't think it matters anymore, right? You have to install all your games anyway.
I'm not going to get it. I mean, I will get into it.
Yeah.
I think that it should be more.
You can't just plug in an external hard drive, though, right? You have to buy
but that's for both of them.
But that's only for the games that are next gen.
Yeah, that's your Xbox Series X.
Yeah, you could play you can play all the old games backwards compatible.
Off an external hard drive?
Yep.
Yeah, off any external hard drive.
But you if say an Xbox One game is enhanced to be Series X or Series S, you need
probably can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Proprietary.
You don't get the improvements. Like you need to get the memory card or memory stick, whatever it is.
Because when I looked on the this chart comparing them, it just says 1 terabyte card. I think that's the only option, or there's no you can't go higher than that.
Yeah, but I think you could get multiple.
Isn't there 1 port on the back?
Yeah, but I think you could probably interchange them. It's like an old school memory card.
Yeah, remember when you played Animal Crossing and you had Animal Crossing took up a full card?
So doesn't that defeat the purpose of digital, because you have to get up and switch out your memory card?
Or you just fridge clean. I mean, it's like you're still gonna need storage for your physical games. Like it's not like the Switch where your cart is your game.
But I feel like the argument that like I can just have all my games on my system isn't the argument doesn't work as well when like you have to switch out the card.
Especially when the next gen games are like guaranteed gonna
Have
be
the
100
card,
gigabytes.
yeah.
I can't believe that they went with 1 terabyte. I don't know. It has to do with that. Like, I guess the SSD is more expensive than a regular hard drive or a.
I
It's
guess,
probably
but
just,
like
like,
we
they
were
need
just talking about this
specific
like
speeds.
offline. That like you can get an SSD, like what was it, 500 or a terabyte for like not that much money, and if they're buying these in bulk,
Yeah.
I mean,
that
Yeah,
Honest-
because like
can't be that
the
much more expensive.
SSD that like I bought, I think it was like one of the fastest ones you can get.
Mhm.
honestly, I
There's
would
only- there's only-
much prefer to buy a proprietary memory stick than opening up the system like PlayStation's gonna make you do. If you want to
You
add,
get to open your PlayStation.
yeah, I think you have to open
Like
your
a PC?
PlayStation. Yeah, I think you have to open your PlayStation in order to put a different SSD in there.
Dude, there's no way. Really? They
I'm
want
pretty
consumers
sure.
to do that?
I'm
They want
pretty sure.
consumers
I
to
think
do that?
the white.
Do you know
like,
what consumers do?
They'll break it. They're gonna break it.
They break it. That would void the. If you opened up your I'm pretty sure if you open up your PS4, that voids your warranty.
Am I not remembering the presentation correctly? Because they definitely said you could have.
Yeah, but like there was a door. Like it'd be like the same as like your hard drive, right? Like you didn't want to upgrade your hard drive, your PS4. Like you had to open it.
That's just.
But was that
I
like
don't want to do
was
that.
that a standard thing that you did? It was like Sony like, yeah, these are a hard drive. Here's buy it, open it up, put it in.
I mean, I just got a new PlayStation and the hard drive was bad, so I had to use my old one. So I had to open it and put the new hard drive in.
So that terrifies me.
Yeah, but that was you. That all that stuff you bought was like secondhand, though, right?
Yeah,
But I guess I'm just the question I'm trying to ask.
but like
is,
they
does
post videos on like their website and saying like this is how you switch out the hard drive. I don't like it's not that hard.
I'm not
But
saying
I feel like
it's not hard.
I feel like it defeats the purpose of the console. Like a console, it's put together. It's a plug in and play thing.
Yeah, it's plug and play. That is the joy of console
Yes,
gaming.
that's what I
is that
enjoy
you don't
about
have
it
to do
because
that.
like I have a I got a pre-built PC. I didn't build a PC, and I'm terrified to switch parts out. Like I
Dude, just do it.
Yeah, but like
just got just rip
you
the
can
Band-Aid off.
change your hard drive and that doesn't void like your warranty because it's like it's in its separate. Like you're not opening the whole PlayStation when you like change the hard drive. It's like a little door, and there's like a pull tab, and you pull it out, and then you like stick it back in.
All right, so they make it as easy as possible.
But you also the PS5 is gonna have Sony made hard drives that you could buy, right? But they're also allowing third party hard drives, but you have to get the same speed and you have to get the same size. Like you have to
it has to meet the specs.
Yeah.
And that
makes sense to me.
but it's like complicated. I feel like that would be. I don't want to try to figure that out. I'd rather just be like, tell me what I need. Like, sell me
but, like,
something and I'll put it in.
Dude, it's not required. Like you just use the stock one. Like you're not required to change the hard drive or change the SSD.
Do you want to change your SSD, John?
I want more storage. Yeah. Like I think it's ridiculous that it's 1 terabyte, whereas probably 200 gigabytes of that.
Dude, OG
terabyte.
Xbox was 1 terabyte.
I know.
Was it not?
Oh, not you mean
Like the highest tier OG Xbox was 1 terabyte.
for the
First,
Xbox
like
One?
the VCR Xbox one.
Yeah, VCR.
No, I
Xbox
think it's
One was
500.
like
I think it's 500.
No, there's 2 versions. Am I wrong?
Oh no, I think because I got the more expensive one. I got the one with the Kinect, and it was 500 gigs.
Oh, maybe because I don't think I bought mine at launch. I bought it a little bit after.
But
So
yeah, I
maybe-
mean now it's standard to be 1 terabyte. So eventually down the line, once SSDs get cheaper, they'll probably make it a 2 terabyte one, or because you could buy an Xbox One X with 2 terabytes in it, but that's not an SSD. That's just a regular hard drive.
Yeah, it's just a hard drive.
But yeah, no.
Do you want to bring us home, Camilo, on the rest of these specs?
Okay. So Did we talk about the sizes of each of them?
We were just arguing about
Okay. Well, I know we were talking about that, but I don't think we actually got.
Did we?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 512.
512 in the Series S and then 1 terabyte in the X. Okay, and then the S has 4 teraflops of. A flop is basically just like a unit of computing power.
Correct.
And the X has 12 teraflops, so 3 times the computing power. The S has 4K HDR media playback, and the X can output up to 8K media playback. Probably for the future proofing.
So everybody who's watching this
On your 8K.
or is currently hosting this podcast, raise your hand if you have an 8K monitor or television in your home.
Do they even exist?
I think they exist, but they're like
$100,000.
$100,000.
Cameras exist, and yeah.
I was a super early adopter of 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody has 4K.
I'm
That
a
was
little
only
bit
like 3
mad.
years
I
ago.
adopted. I should have just waited because I spent a little bit too much money on a TV. That's
I feel like 8K will like just start to take on like once this generation's over.
I remember getting pre-ordering the Scorpio edition or something and getting my TV around that time. So like maybe that wasn't early adopting. I don't know.
I got my TV 4 years ago.
But I bought my 4K TV because of the Scorpio edition was coming out, or whatever it's called now, the X, 1X. Because I wanted to play games in 4K, brah. And now I want to play them in 8. So somebody tell my wife that we got to get a new TV.
We have your
20
4K upscaling for games, but isn't that just for the X?
Yeah, it's just for the S. I don't know. I think we
Okay.
covered that on the 1440p stuff.
And then finally, the price.
There we go.
The S is $299, and the Xbox
Not
Series
affordable.
X is $499.
Not as affordable.
That's a lot of money for a box.
That's much more. Pre-orders go live September 22nd. Both versions release on November 10th. We got dates. We've got
Finally.
prices. How do we feel about the Series X's little wimpy brother, the Series S?
I think it's a weird.
Yeah, because it's like in some ways it's better than the current, like the 1X, but like I guess in some it's not because it doesn't play.
Yeah, we
It doesn't
didn't
play the 1X versions of games. It plays
Yeah.
the 1S version of backwards compatible games.
Such a weird thing. It's just so why does it need to be so confusing for the consumer? Like, can you please just? I understand that they're trying to fit so much into a console for a certain amount of dollars, so that
So the 1X, was that focused more on like 4K than like?
Yeah, that was 4K native.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And
like
that-
the S would probably have a better frame rate, but it's not going to hit like the 4K like the 1X did.
Right. Basically, when I played games on the 1X, I would decide whether or not I wanted to play them in 4K at 30 or 1080 at 60.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I'm hearing that expression thrown around for
now.
next gen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, we have that.
Yeah, well, I think the Xbox Series X. I think it's 4K 60.
Yeah,
Like
that's
for-
the target.
And then it
And then
goes to
it'll-
the developers if they
They'll
can't.
probably
hit it.
like, yeah, like make you choose like, do you want like 1440p or 1080p at 120?
Are these things going to be comparable to like PCs? Like, is it 4K 60 frames a second on ultra settings, or is it like 4K? Like, because once you start thinking about like these compared to like, because now we're looking at parts and talking about CPUs and GPUs and like
Yeah, because there's not really
cores.
something that's affordable. I guess they just announced new graphics cards.
Yeah, that is more expensive than this.
Yeah, so I guess like the highest end one would be able to like hit that crazy like 4K like 120 frames per second, but that's not the same price range.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah, like for like what's on the market, I don't think there's like you either do like 4K 60 or you do like 1440p at like 120 or something.
Yeah, and you can't get you can't build a PC that does those settings for under $1,000. I don't think.
4K at 120 frames is going to cost you at least $2,000.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
$500
that graphics card alone is like $1,500.
Yeah. $500 compared to $2,000. Like, that's why I don't really understand the whole PC's better. Like, you're spending so much more money. I mean, yeah, it's really good, but it's like you're spending a lot of money.
I mean, it's better in that it's customized. It's something you built based on what you want, like like what you need. Like, okay, I do a lot of video editing, so like maybe I need this CPU rather than this. I don't know, like
Yeah, because you looking like, okay, if I'm just doing gaming, like I don't need a crazy CPU. I'll put more money in my graphics card. Versus like if you're doing editing, you're like, I'll skimp more of my graphics card and put more in my CPU or something like that.
I need a new CPU.
The one thing that I'm kind of glad about the Xbox Series S is it's so far away from what the Xbox Series X is. Like, if you look at these stat sheets right next to each other, like, you immediately know which one's like the better performing one.
Yeah,
it's not like.
But you also have to think that like they killed off like the One X, so like this is kind of like the better replacement for it. So like
they killed off the One X because the S is like not. It's like barely better and or not better.
Yeah.
And they can't have a last gen system looking better than the next gen system. In my personal opinion, I think that's why they killed it.
Hey, it's still more powerful than the Switch, you know, it's the same price.
Dude, the only thing, the One X can't do ray tracing or 120 frames.
Yeah.
That's like really it. Maybe faster load times. I don't know. It's probably better. I don't know why I'm complaining.
I think it's
the same teraflops.
I think the only thing it's really missing is like the 4K.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the
like
Series
if you don't
S...
have a 4K TV, like some people still don't.
And a lot of gaming monitors are 1080 120.
Yeah.
You know, they're not 4K.
Yeah, because if you want like the high refresh rate and you want like 4K, like those cost way too much money.
So much money. Oh my gosh.
And this isn't for us. The Series S isn't for us. It's for like
no, it's for budget gamers.
Yeah, it's for budget, for casual. You know, you know, when we're looking at it, we're like, you know, this is kind of dumb. It's like the same as the Xbox One X, but
coronavirus is turning me into a budget gamer.
Yeah, yes. I think this is going to sell pretty well. I think the Series S will sell pretty well because, you know, it's still a new box. People get excited about new boxes.
It's also the smallest Xbox ever.
Yeah, it looks like a little speaker.
I love it when they brag about the weird. I almost swore the weirdest stuff. Like, it's the smallest one. Okay, like, all right, neat. Like, I don't like. I guess that's cool because I
like the techie, like when they do say stuff like that.
Yeah, I also am down for things with smaller footprints because I think I posted on follow me on Instagram. I posted on my Instagram this shelving unit that I bought and built, and I have on it like literally every console that like I feel like playing right now, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consoles. So like, yeah, if it's smaller, that's better because I'm running out of room here, guys. Yeah. Like, I need the Xbox One backwards compatibility to be just like everything, so that this 360 can go away. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, please, smaller stuff. Were you expecting these prices, 300 and 500? Because we were throwing 600 around last time we all talked.
No, I didn't think. I always had thought like not over 500.
Yeah, I feel like once you like 500 is a big number, but once you start going into like, I feel like 500. That's like the tipping point.
The last gen, weren't they both 400?
No,
that's the start.
I definitely paid $500 for the Xbox Day One edition.
Was it like a more like
It had the-
Origin or something.
It had the Connect. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, I think that's the plus Connect was like 500.
Which one of these comes with the Connect, guys?
I know. What does my Connect work with this?
Yeah,
I still have.
But like thinking
it's
back to
sitting-
like the PS4 was 400. So
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
that
do
was something
remember
they
that. I
were
do remember
touting, is that all your old accessories work with these,
that.
right?
The Connect doesn't work.
Oh.
They confirm Connect. They can confirm Connect doesn't work.
No Connectimals is
Yeah.
going to play.
I actually
on-
like the Connect Sports. You know, those were pretty fun for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, my Connect is trash now.
I think I was expecting 6.
Do you think it's gonna? Do you think PS5 is gonna counter it? And it's just gonna be 500 for PS5?
I
I can't see them doing 600 now.
I could see them undercut it at 450.
Oh, no way.
They did that with the PS3. Like, didn't they go above? They went way above Xbox, and
Yeah, they went
tanked.
$100. That was get a second job. That's what it was. Because they were
Dude,
cocky.
I sort of think that that's gonna happen again.
You think
That
they
they're
are
gonna say
cocky.
at 600. It's gonna be like everyone is like making videos about how PlayStation just won the console war. Hey guys, check out my YouTube channel. I made a video about it. And I think that they're like, we're winning. Xbox doesn't have anything. Halo's not coming out. Like, dude, we're $600. If you want new stuff, come buy our console. If you want old stuff, then yeah, buy these like budget consoles for $500 and $300. Budget gamer.
$600 is so much money.
Yeah.
I mean, $500 is a lot of money too, but
it's a lot of money for like a teenager.
Yeah. Well, all right. So not everybody has $500-$600 of disposable income.
Yeah.
Especially now.
That's true.
Like a lot of people don't have
That's true.
jobs. It would be.
Coronavirus has decimated the film industry.
Yeah.
Just throwing
I think
that out there
they'd
for
be
like the
shooting
third time
themselves
this
in the foot if
podcast.
they said $600.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think they'd be shooting themselves in the foot if they said $600.
I would help them take the bullet out and hand them $600.
I think. I mean,
If
people
it
are
was
gonna buy
$600,
no matter what.
I wouldn't get it at launch.
What?
Would
The
you?
conversation's just changed.
Would
For
you-
real? Over $100?
That's
Yeah, $100 isn't that much.
that's like, if there's no good games to play, yeah, I'll wait.
That's a valid response. I take that. Like that comment makes more sense to me than the $100 comment.
Yeah. What if they come out on Oh, this will probably be out by then. But on Wednesday, they're like $600. We got to delay Spider-Man. Like that would be great.
Yeah. What do they got?
Demon? I don't
Not
know.
Ratchet.
Ratchet's not there. They just delayed Kenna, so that's not there.
Yep.
The
I
Robo
really want
Boy
Kenna
or
too.
whatever the heck it's called.
Is Stray
Yeah.
2021?
Astro Boy.
Astro
Something.
something.
Is the cat game 2021? Or is that?
Oh, Stray,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Stray.
I mean,
But
I hope Demon Souls is a launch title, but I doubt it.
It's definitely not. That's a 2021 game.
They don't have Horizon. That's not there.
I thought for a second you said Verizon.
Right. Yeah, they don't have Verizon. Verizon and Backham.
They don't have 5. They don't have 5G.
They don't have. Yeah, they don't have 5G. The Vita's dead.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, do you think you'll be able to do remote play?
I don't know. I was actually thinking about that. Like, I wonder if I can.
That's interesting.
I don't think so.
They would have to
That'd be
do
cool,
a
though.
firmware update. That I
Yeah,
doubt
to
that
the
they
Vita.
care about that.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I wonder if I could remote play my PS4 through my PS5.
What is the cloud service? PS Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you play PS Now on a Vita?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Anyways, that's really
Yeah,
off
we're
topic.
getting Xbox.
How much further off topic can we get?
So is it worth so we know what Xbox has at launch and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Is it worth $500 to you?
No. The only way that I would get this, and we haven't mentioned it yet, is the 0% pricing thing that they're
Oh
doing.
yeah, the Xbox All Access.
So,
I think
like-
they call it.
Yeah. So you get a Game Pass Ultimate and an Xbox Series X for $35 a month, which is $20 more a month. You get an Xbox.
It's like a phone.
Yeah, it's like a 2-year contract, and I think it ends up being $20 less than if you paid for it up front.
Yeah.
Wait, so they didn't announce that yet for the new consoles?
They did.
Yeah, that's official.
Yeah,
wait, why'd you say? If they
no, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I said something about we not talking about it or something.
But you said I'd only get it if they do this.
Did I?
Yeah, you just said I'd only get it if they do the 0%, and then I just asked, "Are they doing that?" And you said, "Yeah, they're doing that."
Yeah, they confirmed that they're doing that.
I think my brain is literally just broke for a second.
I think what you meant, like, that might push you over the edge. Like, maybe you'll get it just for $35 a month.
Yeah, I guess that's what. Yeah, let's say that's what I said. So like maybe I'll get it because that is happening, and if they announce a cool game, I think there'd have to be like a couple of factors going in where like it's easy for me to be like, oh, okay, I found the website where all access is. They'd mail me the thing, and I just like set it up through like my Microsoft account to just bill me like they bill me for Ultimate. And like if I don't have to think about it, like I know we were talking about offline, like John, you're like, yeah, but then it's just like another bill you have to pay. But I'm like, dude, at the same time, like if Halo's not out, like why do they deserve $500?
Yeah.
Like, plus I was kind of wondering if you could just like pay it off early.
Yeah, you probably can. It's probably like your minimum is 35, and then you could. I mean, I'm sure they would take your money
because you can do that with phones too. Yeah.
They're not gonna say no. You can't pay $70 this month. We don't want your money.
Yeah,
but
I think if they announce something cool in place of Halo, then I'll probably get it. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with all these darn consoles. Like, I don't have any more room.
It's the only reason. Like, so I've decided that I'm getting both. I'm getting both the Series X and the PS5 at launch.
Dude, for a second I thought you were gonna say the Series X and Series S.
No. But like I'm so ingrained in the Xbox ecosystem. You know, I've been an Xbox Live member for like 12 years or something. I've had Game Pass for 2-3 years.
Basically since it came out, right?
Yeah. You know, I'm just in that ecosystem, and
I'm cutting the cord.
All I really have to do is buy the box, and I'll have access to whatever's on Game Pass at least. Then I can worry about buying, you know, third-party games like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or whatever I want to do.
Control? Anybody?
Oh, Control. Oh yeah, they're doing the next gen stuff. Oh, and then so EA Play, right? No, EA Access.
Oh, it's getting folded in, right?
Yeah, EA. Forget what it's called.
Isn't it?
It was EA Access, and now it's EA Play, and it's being folded into Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, so I mean, there's actually
which you would get with All Access. Yeah, there's a lot of
yeah, there's a lot of stuff like EA, whatever the EA thing is. Like, there's actually a lot of good games on there, and I kind of enjoy playing Madden and the sports games. But there's also.
Did they give you the new ones though, or no?
After a while, after a couple months.
I thought they just. Oh, okay. You just have to wait.
And then you get a if you want to buy it up front, you could get a discount.
Oh, okay. Is the Jedi game on there?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Is that what the Souls-like Jedi game is?
I don't know if it is. It might be. I know Battlefront is. I know that's on there.
I already own that game.
There's also old games like Dead Space. The old Dead Spaces are on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Mass Effect's on there. You know, it's actually pretty good library. I was surprised when I got it.
And even more surprised when you were told that you were getting it for free.
Yeah. I literally just paid for a year like a month ago.
Surprise. Yeah. So, final thoughts on the Xbox Series S being officially announced, the X, the prices, the launch date, the specs, anything.
I think the pricing's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
Yeah, I think the pricing is perfect. Yeah, I think it's perfect.
I'm ready for next gen. I just want these things.
Yeah, didn't we end like a PS5 discussion on that too? It's like these just need to be
just
out.
release them, please.
We're tired of like all this like what do they do like a pregame?
Yeah.
Like we're like the announcers at pregame. Like, can the game just start? Like, we're tired of like speculating about like, Dwayne Wade's ankle. Like, can we just like play?
And we're 2 more months.
We're 2 months out, and like we're just learning these things now. It's like, come on.
I know. Well, guys, with that being said, stick around for next week. We're going to be doing another podcast where we talk about everything that's announced for PS5, basically as soon as that announcement goes up. So that was your Xbox dose, and stick around next week for your PlayStation 5 dose.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other stories this week, and let us know how you felt about this story down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you all next time.